Governor of Punjab, Shri Banwarilal Purohit ji, Chancellor of this university, Professor Arvind, Vice Chancellor of the university, Registrar, Deans, faculty, students and guests of Punjabi University. For all graduates of Punjabi University, this is a very special occasion. It is, of course, a matter of great privilege to be from Punjabi University, only the second university in the world to be named after a language and with a mission to promote education and regional culture. My congratulations to all those who are receiving their degrees today, with a special appreciation for those who have distinguished themselves and received medals and prizes. The past few years of this university and of all of our lives have not been what we expected when we started on this journey of education, because we've had a pandemic to deal with. The fact that you've been successful, even with all of the uncertainty and interruptions, has meant that the path could not have been easy. When we look back at the last year and look to the future, the question arises, did we do a good job? What was the damage? What happened? What does the future hold for us? I think it's very important to understand that in many ways we got really lucky. This was not as bad as it could have been. We have in our country infrastructure that requires improvement, particularly at the primary care level. But this was a virus that, while it infected a lot of people, did not result in severe disease or mortality in the majority of those who get infected. It may be different the next time around. However, because of the large number of people who were infected, we had difficult times with our healthcare system. We had issues with logistics and with supply systems. We survived, but there were very serious losses for many of us. For those of you who suffered, I hope that you found the sympathy and the strength that you needed in your family and friends. And for the fortunate who did not themselves experience the direct devastation of the pandemic, I hope that you had the opportunity to provide the care and comfort that others needed, because this time, which will be part of our historical record, challenged all of us. But we are at a stage today where we can recognize the lessons of the distant and the recent past and look to the future. India is a relatively young country, and for many of the students here, your grandparents may have been born after India became independent in the 20th century. In our 21st century world, which is defined by rapid change, societies around the world have been confronted with increasing complex challenges and opportunities. The merging of knowledge of the leading ideas that shape our worldview with the ability to think, which is required for making informed estimates and inferences resulting in intelligent decisions, is the basis of education. For all of the graduating students, you will be part of that changing India here in the 21st century, and your education has prepared you for the challenges and opportunities it brings. And for you, I have 3 messages. If solutions are to outpace problems in the world, as has been shown in the pandemic and will be needed for dealing with this latest Omicron variant, it will require for all of us to work together, to develop effective collaborations between people. Impactful collaboration in such a world is only possible with empathy, the ability to understand and to respond to the feelings of others. Empathy is defined as the ability to imagine yourself in someone else's position and to understand what that person is feeling, to stand in their shoes, to see with their eyes, and to feel with their hearts. It is in one way the ultimate virtual reality, climbing into another's mind to experience the world from that person's perspective. I think if we can do this, if we can understand what it is to walk a mile in other people's shoes, we will understand what it is that we need to do to help not just ourselves, but society as well. To do something meaningful is what distinguishes us in life. We spend so much time on devices. Do we have the time to explore the possibilities and opportunities of who we can really be? For students, that time of preparation is done now for you, and it is time to move to doing. And I hope that you will find the ways that make your daily actions meaningful. When you go out of your way to help others, when you call out injustice that is meted out to others, when you challenge falsehoods that are advertised as truth, and when you choose a career that is more about making a difference than about making money. Moving from empathy, I think the second message I have for you is to think about embracing the struggle. Your abilities and skills are foundational to building your careers and to changing the world. As scholars and students, you have the tools now to change every field of knowledge and application. The problem really is that when our society expects us to succeed all the time, then we tend to pick problems that are likely to be solved easily. Look at today for you. It is a day of great success. But when you think about the future, new relationships, new knowledge, and new approaches that will be required will not miraculously appear. Everything new and valuable requires iteration and learning from what did not work. These kinds of insights really come best from failures, and from my own example, I think failures have taught me much more than the occasional successes. Accepting and learning from those insights is key to succeeding in every project and in life. Think of all the opportunities that you'll miss if you let your failures stop you. That's why I say embrace the struggle. When we struggle, when we fail, is exactly when we grow. And third, I think one of the things that's important for all of us, particularly in uncertain times, is to think about, to prepare for, and to plan ahead for the future. And for that, it's very important to understand that there is no way, particularly today, to be completely safe. There is no foolproof way to live life. If we plan ahead, we identify what is critical, if we identify risks and threats, and understand what their impact might be, that allows us to think about ways of mitigation and of minimizing poor outcomes. If we have thought through what problems we might encounter in the future, we can also think about solutions. We remove fear, which we have had for the last 23 months, by creating a path to handling what might be the risks and the dangers of failure. Looking back, I think it's important to acknowledge the roles of all those who have brought us here, the parents who were always there, the extra effort of our teachers, the friends who helped when we were in trouble or challenged us to do better. The contributors to our path are many, and recognizing what helped us become who and where we are is foundational to our future. And just to say, since this is Punjabi University, मैं उम्मीद करती हाँ कि तुसी अपनी जिंदगी पंजाबियां वांग चढ़ती कला नाल, दिलेरी ते हिम्मत नाल ਅਤੇ ਮਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਰਬਤ ਦੇ ਭਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਅਰਪਿਤ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਜਿਓਗੇ। By your actions, I hope there's something special about being Punjabi, and I'm really proud to be here. By your actions, I hope that you will bring the belief and the ability to surmount every challenge with your energy, the determination and the passion to live your lives well, to inspire others and move the world forward. There is no question that there will be challenges to come, but with the strong basis of your education, your culture, your upbringing, you are well positioned to take on the future. I hope that you will bring all that is good in the world to your own lives and to all that encompasses you. Jai Hind.